Bikes were warming up for this session, and the general consensus was affected by the wind.
Polispargro saying that in Catalunya, well, anything in the top 10 would do. Interesting comments this afternoon, Matt, at the technical manager problem, because they've definitely made a step in the right direction. Of course, we know about the engine concerns that were coming up at the start of the year, really halting the progress of them being able to develop that engine.
Yeah, I mean, Andre, you know, Neil, love him or loathe the championship, he was going to be a big miss for anybody, but a factory that's trying to play a little bit of catch-up like a Aprilia is.
This guy, obviously, his run was interrupted at turn 5 with that crash and had no chin with the tyres that he ended FP1 with. So this is effectively the start or the continuation.
Durability information have come to an end this year thanks to Joan Mir's brilliance.
It's great, isn't it? It's so good for Suzuki, and so many things back to Kenny Roberts Jr. in the year 2000, and you know, lane time?
Guys, all I can do is tell you what I saw, and that is Alex stopped like you saw after one lap. Mechanics took the wheels out of that bike and put it in another one, and then I noticed something chemically burning. No smoke or anything, but it really smelled. I don't.
Race I've had to miss for family reasons. I reckon I might be quite near that anniversary.
Well, we'll have to get you a cake. Rossi then on a decent lap here with a medium. Good enough to put him into 6th, but so consistent, mostly in the 41s he was. The 1-0 from Rossi and a 40.5 from Franco Morbidelli. That's the second fastest time of the day, looking strong so far.
Yeah, Morbidelli was really strong in qualifying here last year. I think he was on the front row and then had an absolute nightmare his way back through. So this morning it was Mir and Dovizioso who were having a little look at each other out on circuit. Well, it's
a few more tenths per lap at the moment in terms of his pace, if this is a long run that he's doing. At any point to stick in a soft rear tyre and go for a time attack. So this morning, Sunday, at this moment anyway, it might be a bit quicker as yet. It's not the worst place to be, so don't read into it too. Went through the gravel trap earlier on in FP1. This is a grasping riding styles.
Yeah, interesting as well, wasn't he? Got down the braking zone for the first corner. Not quite sure how he stayed on board at that stage of the race, but he's due another big result, isn't it? Joan Mir, who's taken 45 points out of Fabio Quartararo in just the last 4
on the used set of tyres, completing a run at the moment. I mean, this is going to be, what, a late 141, early 142. Comes the final corner here in Barcelona onto the home straight, as close to a home track as a young man from 14th in this session, but completely working on race rhythm.
How often do you hear riders in Q2 last weekend, Joan Mir, a combination of Michelin's new super grippy soft rear tyre, marry that with the had it just overpowered the front, couldn't brake where he wanted, he was running wide going on corner entry now. He thinks that with a little bit less grip here, we saw him 8th to the podium in Misano 1, 11th to the podium in Misano 2. Well, if he gets qualifying and tackling
with his teammate Ika Lecuona behind, unfortunately Lecuona bit off a bit of pace.
16th, Nice fan 17th place, Petrucci 20th. What's going on with Petrucci right now? He's lapping almost 2 seconds off the best pace.
Earlier on, as Ika Lecuona goes in a bit deep there at turn 10. Yukiyama kind of putting his hands up, but they're working night and day, and confirmation, as you saw from the way Alex was riding on Sunday, that maximum out of the new Michelin tyres. Again, another manufacturer, quite a lot, but I did lose out elsewhere. I'm not going to give any more information away, but get your team
all year.
Stick to your guns. That's what Mr. Burt says. Okay, let's go down into find out what the latest is from there. Wilco Zielenbergers with Simon Craig.
Yeah, I've seen Wilco
braking from Quartararo and Vinales, almost identical, weren't they, until later on in the braking zone. Fabio Quartararo
to play around with the front end. You mentioned earlier Maverick Vinales front suspension changes. Same for Fabio, actually, in 1 lap pace and outright race speed as well.
Dovizioso then at the moment, Andrea Dovizioso in this session, he's 1 second down on Frank.
So all out attack in this FP2 session. He's gone out with a brand new soft rear tyre in, and this is his...
Yeah, great to watch this young man in action. He seems to have cleaned up his act a little bit last year. He was a bit, it looks like now, a match made in heaven, Joan Mir on that GSX-RR. Beautifully smooth again, coming. It was clearly something they felt like they had to work on last year. Not ride exactly like Alex Rins, but perhaps just be that little bit. It's worked absolutely brilliantly so far in 2020.
Valentino Rossi, this is a really good lap then from Valentino. The line we come. Here comes the number 46 across the line. Rossi then a 40.57.
He does love Barcelona, doesn't he, Rossi? One of his favourite circuits. 14 Premier. Imagine if you asked Rossi for his favourite circuits on the calendar.
No tyre indicator on in a moment. Alex Marquez is just behind Joan Mir on circuit. We ride now with the number 73. He's clever, he's calm, he's smooth, and he's shown that on Sundays he can be ruthless as well. So nearly everyone out there now on soft rubber. Valentino his position outright. across the line, 40.5 for him. 41, this might put him in the top 3 or 4 of this session. The final sector now. A really good lap coming in this from Alex Marquez.
Yeah, potentially a top time that by Alex, working out what he needs to get the best out of that fact. He's third behind Taka Nakagami now. 2 Hondas in the top 3.
Yeah, we've not said that for a while, have we? Good to see that. Really
Been his weak point, hasn't it, so far this year? It's been his big Achilles heel, Alex Marquez. Pace on soft tyres in race trim.
a massive chunk in terms of soft tyre attacks is the rookie Brad Binder.
Half a tenth down on the best first split of the session so far. Rins then overlying his VM machine.
Across the line then for Brad Binder.
Out there late on in this session. Looking at that commentary box window at the moment, doesn't look like it's happening at the moment, Simon, does it?
Rossi over the line though. This could be over the line we come. And Alessia Steiger again, 6th for Rossi.
It's a big advantage that Binder's got, isn't it? Over 4 tenths clear from Cal Crutchlow within a second of the best time in his physical condition. Absolutely awesome. Second crash today, unfortunately, for Ikaleka. Caught out the Spanish rookie now.
In sector 2, Franco Morbidelli was up in sector.
What rhythm he's got. Zarco too. The pair of them are out on brand new soft front and rear tyres. So this is a
checkered flag out. Quartararo won't get another lap in. Morbidelli coming into...
I thought Zarco's perhaps going to be a little bit closer to Morbidelli than what he is. Nakagami put session topping lap time coming in. Morbidelli's 39.789. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Polispargaro, he's going to take the checkered flag and be at best.
Well, you could see the front wheel had a bit of drag, like as in they were trying to spin it. It was a bit stiff.
Top 3 had a Misano 2 winner, Maverick Vinales, Nakagami and Quartararo rounding out your top 6 on combined. Important top 10 right now. Missing out Rins, Miller. Great job by Cal Crutchlow. Almost a second quicker this afternoon. Happened to Pecco Bagnaia in the space of 5 days, having looked so good.